Hi, this is the introduction of reproduction chapter. Over here it says biology in essence is the story of life on earth. Not physics, not chemistry. Just biology is the cause and is responsible for the beginning of life onto the earth is just biology, not physics, not chemistry. While individual organisms die without fail, a species continue to live through millions of years. Okay, from how long a species lives onto the earth? From now, so a species lives from millions of years ago, not from like 2000 years ago, not from 1 BCE before Common Era, not from 1947. A species lives on earth from millions of years ago. Our earth is formed 4.5 billion years ago, and after several later years, for a very like a century times ago, later, a species comes to the earth, and like, not comes to the earth, they generate onto the earth by some of the natures and some of the climate changes makes the species and their existence and for their survivabilities are there. Reproduction becomes a vital process without which a species cannot survive for long. Yeah, that's very true. Vital means necessary. Reproduction becomes a very necessary process without which a species cannot survive for long. Yes, just because if adverse condition will come, then who will going to take care of them, their parents? Like if one individual is there, so they have to like produce and they have to reproduce a new progeny, so their progeny will going to even take care of them as well as try to make sure to they have to make their progeny similar to him or a little bit with variations and for the existence. That's the nature of our earth. Like every individual and every organism present on earth, they have to do one thing, which is reproduction for their survivability, because this is law. Each individual leaves its progeny by asexual or sexual means, not by both of the means, by just of their one means. Only by you asexual means of reproduction you produce progeny, or by just sexual means of reproduction, but not by both of the methods. Sexual mode of reproduction enables creation of new variants. Yeah, that's very right. Because asexual mode of reproduction, they enables just a similar kind of progeny they produce. Only in just sexual mode of reproduction, their progeny looks similar but not exactly as of their parents. That happens in asexual mode of reproduction. In sexual mode of reproduction, little with variation, the progeny will come, so that survival advantage is enhanced. Yeah, that's very right. This unit examines the general principle underlying reproductive processes in living organisms and then explain the details of this process. In flowering plants and humans, as easy to relate representative examples. Okay, over here this sentence is that like in a later like in the first chapter you will going to study sexual reproduction in flowering plants, and later chapter, in the next chapter, you will going to study sexual reproduction in humans, and how reproductive ill health can be avoided is also presented to complete our understanding of biology of reproduction. Yeah, that's very very important, because if someone the organism in plants as well as in humans, if one organism are not able to like reproduce their progeny, then what are the methods in our science like you can do and make sure to have a progeny in your life. Okay, that's the further studies over here. Over here some of the questions for you. So first question is saying that which plays the role of a story of life on earth? Tell me the answer. Chemistry, biology, physics, habitat. So answer is biology plays the role of a story of life on earth. Second question is saying that from how long a species continue to live on earth? Million years ago, from hundreds years ago, from 1947, from 1st BC. So answer is from millions years ago. Third question is saying that select the statement given below. Statement 1 is saying that an individual leaves its progeny only by asexual means. Yeah, that's very right actually. An individual leaves its progeny only by sexual means. Yeah, that's very right also. So first option is saying that statement 1 and 2 both correct. So this is the answer of this question. Yes, both of them are correct. Not like an individual reproduced by both of them, asexual as well as sexual mode of reproduction. Only by one means, either like sexual or just asexual. Fourth question is saying that sexual mode of reproduction enables creation of new variants. Okay, so that survival advantage is what? Decreased, enhanced, disrupt, or detrimental. So their answer is survival advantage is enhanced. Okay. Fifth number question is saying that sexual mode of reproduction enables creation of new variants so that survival advantage is enhanced. So answer is false. In sexual mode of reproduction happens like their survival advantage is enhanced and with little variation. In asexual mode of reproduction, what happens? Their progeny is like similar to their parents, and their survival advantage is less. And the second statement is saying that sexual asexual mode of reproduction creates a similar types of progeny. That's why survival advantage is less. So yeah, that's very right. Statement 1 is incorrect, statement 2 is correct over here. Another question is saying that the sixth number question is what the seventh number question is what are the mode of reproduction present in the plants? Sexual only, asexual only, bisexual only, both sexual and asexual. So the answer is both sexual as well as asexual. Present in one individual having only one mode of reproduction. It means not like both of them reproducing by both means asexual and sexual. No, it's just by sexual mode of reproduction in one individual in a plant, and to the other plants they have asexual, and both are like separately, not from both the reproduction happens to making a progeny by both means asexual and sexual. So okay, in this way, so option D is correct over here. What are the general mode of reproduction in plants? So answer is what? Asexual, sexual only, sexual, and D option both A and C, which is asexual and sexual mode of reproduction in plants. So over here, its correct answer is D. Asexual and sexual mode of reproduction happens in plant. In asexual mode of reproduction, there are four types generally. First is vegetative propagation, second is spore formation, third is budding, fourth is fragmentation. These kind of things. Till then, bye. See you soon with other concepts.